Today, ADHD is misunderstood. It is misunderstood as inability to focus. However, it is much more complex than that. ADHD has nothing to do with the inability to focus. In fact, when I get something passionate about, when there's something that grabs my attention, catches my interest, I get hyper-focused. Focused much more than anyone in this room can imagine. I will sit down for more than 12 hours and I will not get tired at all. I'll give you an example. It will take me much less of a time to read the entire US Constitution and analyzing it than reading a single page article on marine biology. My brain is like that. It has multiple channels. That is sometimes the reason why people with ADHD is misunderstood as the inability to focus. Simply, when my teacher in English class is talking about Romeo and Juliet, the theme of love, my brain will be thinking about love. Okay, will my crush like me back or not? Things that I think about is uncontrolled. So, in terms of creativity, people with ADHD will strive the best that they can do. But then what is the issue? In modern society, people will focus on the negative side. John, you can't do this, you can't do that. What can you do? You're so dumb. Go back to your seat. You suck. I want to tell you that words are powerful. So with words, we have two options: to encourage or discourage. Something with encouragement, you'll make someone motivated to do the best that they can be. With discouragement, you'll make them feel bad about themselves. No one encouraged me with ADHD when I had ADHD. No one told me I was just fine just the way I was. Not a single person told me that my adversity was part of diversity. Because people will focus on something that I can't do and what I lack. ADHD became a negative label. Today I am here to tell you how my life was as ADHD in our community and steps to emerge ADHD into our community. While listening to my talk, I want you guys to think about a question. Is ADHD something that we can emerge into our community, or something the community will forever neglect? I personally had faith in myself because people with ADHD are the ones who actually change the world. Believing in something that I can't see. When people told me, John, you suck, you can't do anything, I had faith because people like Thomas Edison, he had ADHD. Henry Ford, and Michael Phelps. People who are top in the world today have ADHD. Everyone has a value, and by negative comments, like curses, missing positive support, losing strength, that leads to losing strength, losing self-esteem, and motivation. John, you can't focus. Why? What's your problem? Why are you so stupid? Not a single person showed appreciation to my positive side. Unfortunately, I lowered my value. Guess what? Today, I still have ADHD, but the world has changed. I have hope, happiness, and something that I couldn't see for many years. I have vision and I have mission, which is the reason why I'm in front of you today. Optimistic encouragement leads me to perform the best that I can do. Pessimistic discouragement leads me to failure. While I was reading a book, I came across this quote. And I decided to change the subject a little bit. It was telling me to set an example and rise above and show example how ADHD people can actually fit into our community. Every day we have a choice. We either choose to complain on what we lack or be grateful for what we have. I decided to be grateful for what I have. And in life, I think it is crucial to notice that obstacles are opportunities. Many people with ADHD have shame on themselves, influenced from negative comments from teachers, peers, and parents. From the day after I read that quote, I was able to recognize that obstacles were opportunities. And today, I know how it feels to be unsupported, mistreated, and misunderstood. Those obstacles were my opportunities because I have changed. I have a chance to advocate for the pain I know, being ignored, discouraged, and disregarded. So I want to ask you a small question. You guys, do you guys like me? Yes. Thank you. That was the answer that I was waiting for. Thank you, Betty. So I think, so you guys like me. And at least I'm popular, at least, so. So am I cool? Yes. Thank you, that's my last question. But I have ADHD. So it doesn't really matter, right? I go around and around asking if it's okay to have special needs. And everyone says fine. So now it's okay to have different weaknesses. Then why do people treat people with special needs differently? Wait, that's not true. If someone breaks their leg, people will sympathize them. PE teachers will give them alternative activities. They will be able to use their stairs and have those alternative benefits. But when I tell people that I have ADHD, people go, nah, John, you're faking. You don't have ADHD. People will start invalidating. John, you're just faking to get some testing accommodations. John, or people will criticize. John, this is a problem that you must fix. So why are people accepting prescriptions from a doctor, but not the other? If teachers understand the difficulty of a student with a broken leg, why won't teachers understand the difficulty with a student with ADHD? What makes a medical note different when it comes from a psychologist? Why do people deny such prescription? But this is a reality for people with ADHD. People accept any kind of medical notes except from psychologists. Many people, teachers, parents ask me, I heard you have ADHD, is that true? And I go, yeah. They go, no, John, you're faking it. ADHD is nothing to be surprised. It is close to us. It is not something that is far away. What we need to emerge ADHD into our community, we have to respect psychologists' prescription. If someone needs accommodation, we have to respect that. We shouldn't be invalidating someone else. Second, respect different diversities in learning. Every year, beginning of the year, I hear, ha ha ha, you're in EAL, ha ha ha, you're still in learning support. By such comments, we're creating an environment that makes people who actually need this support uncomfortable. People who need special support needs to be comfortable there. We do not need any discouragements or feel shame to be in EAL or learning support. Find proper support. Provide proper support. When someone when someone needs a proper support, we have to find them alternative solutions. For example, meditation 10 minutes a day, physical activity. Some people learn differently, and ADHD learners just require more support. If someone has a hard time sitting down and need to stand up while working, give them an elevated desk. If someone have a hard time sitting down on wooden chairs and need a special sitting tool, give them a yoga ball. I mean, this actually helps. I am not joking. If people like me need to calm a bit sometimes and need some weighted on their back, give them a weighted vest. We're laughing here because this is new to us. And this is not something that we see common in classrooms, but this is something we should start seeing more and in more places. The reason why I don't have MLA citation here, because this is simply purchasable from Amazon. This stuff actually exists. For people with ADHD, please hold value to yourself. Don't compare yourself to other people. You, we, and me, we are all special in our special kind. Everyone has something to be proud of. Please remember, I'm enough. In fact, plenty. We all need love. We all need support and acceptance. We all look for love. We all seek support. And we cannot live without acceptance because that makes us human. One day I wish ADHD people can be proudly emerged into our community. Please help people with ADHD, and please help them emerge into our community. Don't change. Support. Don't change. Support. Please remember, it's attention different, not deficit. Thank you.